What's up, everybody? Sam Chlebowski here, one of the co-founders of Motion.io. If you're tired of juggling spreadsheets or third-party tools just to track your team's time on client work, I've got some great news for you. With our new time tracking feature, your team can log billable hours directly on a task-by-task basis in the Motion.io projects and workspaces they're already familiar with, streamlining your process for invoicing clients and managing projects, but also giving you powerful insights into resource allocation so you can increase client capacity and scale your business with confidence. Let's go ahead and dive in, and I'll show you how it works. So I am here in my Motion.io account, and before I get into showing you how you and your team will actually track time on the tasks you complete, I want to quickly go over the one piece of setup you'll need to do as an account administrator before your team can start using time tracking, which is creating time categories. To create, edit, and manage your time categories, click on the settings page from your account sidebar, and then click on the time tracking tab. The first time you visit the time tracking tab of your account settings page, the only category you will see set up is non-billable. For this example, I have a website project going on, and I want to create a new time category for web design work. To do this, I'll click the Add Time Category button, give this category a name. I'm just going to keep it simple and call it Web Design Work, and then add a description. Down at the bottom of the modal, I will turn this from non-billable to billable and set an hourly rate here. It's important to note that the rate that you enter will be used to calculate a dollar amount out of the time that is entered for a specific task. After I click save, this time category gets added to the other categories I've set up, and my team will be able to select it whenever they go to log time on a task they are working on. And now with my time categories all set up, I'm going to click into my tasks view over here and show you how to actually track time on tasks. If you're not familiar with this tasks page, it includes all sorts of filters that allow you to sort between different assignees, different types of work, the status of different tasks, but by default, it's going to show you a list of tasks that you are assigned to, which makes it a great place for you or your team to see the things that they need to do today, complete those tasks, and then track time on them. I'm going to click into this design website wireframe task, and everybody was assigned to different pages, and they're just waiting on me here to complete the home page. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that is done. But before I mark this task as completed, I'm going to first log how long it took me. I will click the clock icon here and then add entry. I'll select the date. And let's say the wireframe for this client's homepage took 4 hours. Just below the time entry, I will select the website design work category you saw me set up. And then because this was a checklist item that was a part of a larger task, I'm going to quickly include some details about the specific work I did. With that, I will go ahead and click save, and perfect. That time has been tracked for this task, and I can go and mark it complete. One thing that's important to note about the way time tracking works in Motion.io is that you can add as many time entries for a task as you'd like, and it doesn't have to be just one time entry per completed task. For example, on this task, we've already logged an hour and 45 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and now that we've wrapped up, add a final time entry for it. I'll follow the exact same time tracking process I showed you a few moments ago, except this time, after entering a date, I'm going to select the graphic design category. And this time I'll also leave this comment box empty. So this task is fully completed, and I'm going to close out of it to talk about the reporting data anyone on your team assigned to the manager or administrator role will have access to. To view your time tracking reporting data, click on Reporting from your sidebar and then Time Tracking. The top of this page provides you a high-level overview of the billable hours and the total cost, and all projects that your team track time on within the period you have selected are going to appear directly under the overview. Within the specific projects of the time tracking reporting tab, you can very easily export reports, as well as see a detailed breakdown of the individual tasks that were tracked by clicking the plus icon next to any one of your team members, with a clear breakdown of which individual tasks they completed, the time it took, and the total billable amount for that task. These individual breakdowns can be especially useful because it allows you to surface insights about what tasks in your project take the longest and look for ways to either optimize them to make it take less time or simply better understand your resource allocation and the effort you and your team have to go through to get a client project across the finish line. So that does it for this video on how to set up and use Motion.io's new time tracking functionality. Hopefully this video provided you all of the information you need and you can hit the ground running. But if it didn't and you have questions, don't hesitate to email us at hello@motion.io. Until next time, everybody, take care.